President of Digital Communications for PRSSA National, and I'm so excited to be here. Okay, so for today's Leadership Summit, so we're gonna go through a bit of like PRSSA National updates. We're then gonna pivot to some like leadership tricks and tips, and then we're gonna have like a little bit of a Q&A session. So a little bit about me. My name is Claire Gilpin. Some fun facts about me. I am a senior PR student at the University of Oklahoma, Boomer Sooner. My minor is art history, so I love anything art. Huge Swiftie, also big bookworm. If you need book recs, let me know. And I love video games as well. Okay, so some updates from PRSSA. So we're celebrating 75 years of PRSSA. So there's a really awesome diversity scholarship. There's more info on our Instagram, which is linked at the end. And all this information will be shared with y'all at the end. And it's also available in the PRSSA link tree. So apply for that. And then there's also a discounted rate for PRSSA members to join PRSA post-grad. So it's a reduced rate of $60, which is pretty amazing. And I don't know about y'all, but PRSSA has quite literally like given me the opportunities I have today. So, my plan is to continue to stay super involved in PRSA and continue to network and grow those, connections. And then, so going on awards, there's a awards section that's going to be going up for you to apply for individual awards. So that includes, individual awards about like the service to PRSSA, and that also it can include like start chapter awards, so things for your chapter. And that is also linked in the link tree. There's an internship portal for dues paying members for PRSSA. You can have access to some really amazing internships. Kim Aldonate on the PRSSA National, she does a really great job of, scanning, the web and making the, trying to figure out amazing internships for us. Champions for PRSSA, another great resource. And we also have monthly webinars also for new members. So lots going on the PRSSA National side. And then get involved with nationals. So running for national committee, I did it. It was super scary, but super worth it. That is actually coming up pretty soon at Leadership Assembly. You can also join a subcommittee. So there's 3 different subcommittees, and you can also join district ambassadors. It's really amazing. It's a great way to kind of get your foot in the door and get some more experience under your belt. You can also host a 2023 district conference. Congrats on y'all for hosting a 2022 district conference. Write for progressions, attend nationals events, and join the conversation on social media. So congrats, we're at a district conference. I wish it was in person. I've never been to Chicago. I really was looking forward to seeing the Chicago bean. I feel like everyone sees it. But I'm really excited to be here nonetheless. But Leadership Assembly for running for National Committee, that's happening April 22, 22nd and 23rd. Pretty crazy that it's like right around the corner. ICON, so International Conference, taking place in Dallas, Texas. Webinars, like I said. And then our Community Service Initiative is actually launching pretty soon. Should be at the end of February. So more information will come out on that. And then Twitter chats, my favorite. Okay, if you haven't joined a Twitter chat before, I highly recommend it. It is super fun. I host them with like a co-host. So the next one is next Monday, February 28th at 9 p.m. Eastern, so 8 p.m. our time. It's about like the importance of networking and district conferences, and it's with Vice President of Events and Fundraising, Aaron Lewis. It's amazing. It's super fun. And for me, I didn't realize how many PRSSA members there were like nationwide. So it's just kind of a fun way to like, hang out with people on Twitter for just an hour. Okay, so that was a whole lot. That was all of the nationals updates. Now I kind of want to move into some leadership tricks and tips. And when I was talking to Holly about, the DePaul district conference, I was thinking to myself, like, what would be the most like useful tips for you guys. And I was thinking through my internship with 7-Eleven corporate and kind of like what I've learned in my role as on the national committee for PRSSA, I kind of want to talk about like pivoting as a leader and how it can make you like a more effective leader. So let me move this. Let me go back. I'm so sorry. Okay. So I kind of want to talk about like reskilling and upskilling. Like the COVID-19 pandemic has created like a whole new set of like challenges and circumstances in the workplace. However, I do think like PR practitioners are in a unique spot where we can reskill and upskill in our, strategic communications work. And as like an effective and successful leader, I think it's really important to wear as many like hats as possible. So being able to pivot to like different skills when necessary. So I think like it's important when I say reskilling and upskilling, I don't mean like, completely change your whole new skill set. I think it's also important to like use the skills that you do have and your strengths. So like effective leadership doesn't simply mean having to be the best at everything. Instead, it can come from being able to just quickly move from one skill to the other to successfully accomplish the task at hand. So I've listed on the right side of the screen, like pivoting skills. So the top three, like writing, design, public speaking, I feel like those are pretty basic skills that most of us have as, PR students. But I think other pivoting skills you may not think of is like specific interests or hobbies. In my internship with 7-Eleven, there was a time where they were doing some marketing thing with Rocket League. It's a video game, and none of my none of the senior leadership knew what the game was. So because I have an interest in video games, I was in a unique spot where I could explain what the game was and then kind of pitch it to them as here's the strengths or here's how we could get, our name out there, that kind of thing. So using your specific interests and hobbies to your advantage, that can also go for reading, things like that. Knowledge on specific topics or current events, and always thinking outside the box as well. Super invaluable lessons and traits to have. So kind of like a self-reflection, like in the world of PR, things can arise super quickly and super rapidly. In order to effectively handle situations as they arise, again, we need to like use the PR skills that we have in our toolbox at like a moment's notice. So kind of going back to reskilling and upskilling, if you're really good at PR writing, maybe strengthen your PR editing and revision. That's something that in class, I write so many different PR writing documents like media pitches and press releases. But when it actually came time to editing another person's work, I was like, wow, I don't have like a whole lot of experience in this. So that was something that I could upskill. Design. So if you're really good at using Canva, maybe pivot a little bit to Adobe and watch some tutorials. Public speaking, that's one thing. And then pitching to the media is a whole nother thing. I'm really good at public speaking, but I'm not very good at pitching to the media. It is not something that's my strong suit. And again, like specific interests, kind of like seeing how they can apply to PR. Okay, Kahoot. I made a Kahoot. I'm really excited. Let me stop sharing. I'm so excited. The other national committee people were like, oh, we made a Kahoot. I'm like, oh, I'm on that. I am on that. Okay, let me see if I can pull it up. Let's see, classic mode. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay. Let's see. Okay, can everyone see the screen? Okay, perfect. Wonderful, yay. Okay. It's an easy Kahoot, I swear. I promise it's not like super difficult or anything. Give you guys some time to join. Is that everyone? I'll give it like one more minute. Okay, I think that's everyone. Yay, okay. So start. Okay. I made the questions easy. I didn't want them to be hard. Okay, so the first question, when's the next PRSSA Twitter chat? Next Monday, tonight, Tuesday, March 1st, or Monday, March 7th? Yay! Yeah, it's next Monday. Come join. It's super fun. I promise. Why can I not? Ooh, next. For some reason I can't. Yeah, let me pause my share. Sorry, for some reason I can't like scroll up on my thing. I don't know why I'm having so many technical difficulties this morning. This is like never, this never happens to me. This is so weird. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know why it's not, I can't click next. This is so embarrassing. I don't know what to do. Oh no. Here, just so you guys can see what I'm doing, I'm trying to click next up there and it like won't let me get up there. And I'm not zoomed out. I don't know. So weird. No idea. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know what's happening. Okay, here. I'm sorry. I guess we can just pause on the Kahoot. I'm so sorry. I don't know why it's doing this. This is so weird. Dang. Well, I was really excited about Kahoot. Whatever. Okay, sorry, y'all. You know, that's just what happens. Okay, how about we pause on Kahoot? If you have any questions for me, I'd love to answer them as I'm trying to sort out this Kahoot thing. And it can be anything. It can be PRSSA related. It can be internship related. Anything. I'm your girl.
I guess, like, what advice do you have for, I guess, incoming presidents to chapters and how current presidents can help prepare them?
I think so I'm a member of OU PRSSA at OU. I think the biggest thing for our chapter was we had our previous president, Stephen. He was amazing. He really built up our chapter, and when he left, we had this moment of oh no, like what do we do? Like Stephen left. I think the transition between presidents should be really smooth. So that means, the current president making sure that the new president has all the information that they need. Because I think for us, at least, sometimes the transition between chapter leadership was a little bit shaky and there's a bit of a disconnect there. I also think really, what's the word? Really connecting with your like faculty advisors and chapter advisors. Because for me, I like never wanted to go to office hours. I was like, oh, I'm, I don't need that. Like, I don't need to talk to them. And then when it came time for running for at least OU PRSSA chapter leadership, I went, I really need like someone's advice on specifically how should I run? Like, what should my platform be? So really like taking advantage of the connections that you have in PRSSA, I think. That answers your question. Any others? Sorry, I talked really fast. I was just so stressed with my Wi-Fi being crazy today. I'm sorry, y'all.
I guess for me, do you have any tips or tricks for anyone interested in applying to be in the national committee?
I love this question. Yes. So, well, for me, I I'll be honest, when I decided to apply, it was very fine, I'll do it, but I don't know if I'm capable. I had like a bit of imposter syndrome, just because I had never been in a role like this big before. Um, so there's the application. There is a letter of recommendation from your faculty advisor for your chapter, and then I believe there's a video that you have to do, kind of stating your platform. And I believe, at least for us, it was underneath 4 minutes. They may have changed that, 3 or 4 minutes. I think the most important thing is having a specific platform that you're running on. And that could even be applied to chapter, if you're running for chapter leadership as well. Because when it comes time for leadership assembly, when you are speaking before the delegates and, answering questions, I think so long as you have a really solid platform that you can fall back on, and, recite at a moment's notice, I think that will it'll make you more memorable. And if you are struggling to answer a question, you always have your platform to fall back on. So for mine was, oh goodness, I haven't said it in so long. Essentially, my platform was about uplifting others and sharing others' experiences, through social media. So, and if I ever got a question where I was like, oh, that's a really good question, but I don't really know, I would always have my platform to fall back on, and be able to just kind of like answer any question with ease. Also, one last thing, for the video, I highly suggest captioning it. There's like really like easy like softwares out there that'll like caption your video for you. I captioned my video and I had some people reach out and say like, that really made you stand out. So just a little tip. But if you have like any questions about like running for a specific position, let me know. I can help you.
I had a question.
Mhm.
My name's Angelique Romike, and I'm from Charleston State University. I'm currently the president, and I was wondering, I don't know, because how do we transfer from PRSSA to PRSA, and what that transition will look like, and what responsibilities are needed as a member?
That's a great question. So PRSSA obviously offers discounted dues, $60. It's pretty great. In terms of what that looks like, at least for, so I'm in Oklahoma at the moment, but there are PRSA like chapters around like your area. So for us, at least, the nearest city is Oklahoma City. So there's a PRSA chapter for Oklahoma City. And they have like, it's essentially the same as like PRSSA. They have like, meetings, summits, that kind of thing. I will say that PRSA members are super excited about PRSSA members graduating, going into the parent organization. So if you look around, you will find your PRSA, affiliate organization. And then actually when I interned for 7-Eleven in Dallas, because I'm, from Dallas, there also was a PRSA chapter for Dallas as well. So depending on where you want to work post-grad, there should be a PRSA chapter there as well. But it's very similar to PRSSA from what I understand. Again, I'm still a member of PRSSA.
Thank you, Claire, for your input.
Mm-hmm. Any others?
We might have the Kahoot ready.
Yay.
We're gonna try this
Thank
again.
goodness.
So.
Thank you. I have no idea why it wouldn't let me scroll up. That was so weird.
I mean, I hope it lets me do it, but I'm not
Yeah, right.
guaranteeing anything.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, if we can pause on questions and
You guys good if I start it? Okay. Yeah, same question.
you all should be able to, yeah, I was
Yeah,
like, you
at
all
this
should be able to get to this.
Okay, good job, Justine.
Okay, so how can we as PR professionals become effective leaders in this COVID-19 world? Resharing, upsharing, not growing in your skills, not learning any new skills, reskilling and upskilling. I tried making it as easy as possible.
Oh.
Oh, look at that. Okay, when's PRSSA Leadership Assembly? This is when you run for national committee as well. March 1st or 2nd, April 22nd, 23rd, April 1st or 2nd, May 22nd, 23rd. Trying to get you with those numbers. Yeah, let's go. Perfect. April 22nd, 23rd. It's right around the corner. Okay. PRSSA offers discounted PRSA membership rates. See, we just talked about this. Yeah, perfect. Amazing. It's important to utilize your current skills to your advantage in the PR world. True or false? Yeah, okay. Let's go. Effective leadership can come from being able to make TikToks, pivot, talk really loudly, type really fast. Yeah. Though typing really fast does help when there's a crisis, I will say. Okay, where will next year's international conference icon be held? New York, New York, Pawnee, Indiana, Chicago, Illinois. Okay, perfect. Good. It's my hometown. You shouldn't have any fun with your PRSSA friends, true or false? If someone says, okay.
Who said true?
Yeah, I was like, who said true? Wonderful. Last one. All right. If you have any questions regarding PRSSA social media or anything else, who should you contact? Hint, it's me. Yeah. See, I was really scared someone was going to choose the red one. My name is typically misspelled. Yay.
Oh, good job, Giselle.
Good job, Giselle. Let's go. Who's in first?
Yay,
What?
Justine. Great job.
Great job, everyone. Wonderful. Okay, and then I just have like one last, like 2 slides of my info.
Okay, I'll stop sharing.
Perfect. That was so weird. Kahoot just doesn't want to cooperate with me today, I guess. Okay. Questions. Again, if you have more questions, I'm here. Here's me. That is my email. That is my website. And that is me on LinkedIn. Add me on LinkedIn. I will pretty much add anyone. Also, just so I remember, we have a PRSSA LinkedIn group. It should be linked in our link tree. If not, just reach out and I can send you the link. It should be searchable on PRSSA. And once you request to join, I will click accept. I do it every day. But it's super fun because it's just a bunch of like PRSSA members hanging out on LinkedIn, like sharing different opportunities, internships, that kind of thing. So remember to join that. We fought really hard to have a LinkedIn group. So there's me. And then if you want to scan this, it'll take you to today's information. And I can make sure Holly has all this information as well. Perfect. Give me time. Awesome. Okay. Next slide. And then nationals contact. So below are all of our socials. Here is our website. Our website's actually been kind of revamped, a little bit renovated. The old one is very hard to use. The new one is easier to use. Also easier to find the information you're looking for. So go check that out. And again, join me for the Twitter chat next Monday with Erin. It's gonna be super fun. And that is at PRSSA National on Twitter. I think that's it. Yeah, thank you. Sorry for all my technical difficulties today. Oh my goodness, I'm getting so many different like LinkedIn requests. I love it.
Yeah, thank you so much, Claire, for
Of
presenting
course.
us. Despite your technical difficulties, it was great.
I know, it's crazy. But again, if you have any other questions for me, just reach out. I would love to help y'all out. If you're running for chapter leadership, national committee, district ambassadors, anything, I'm your gal.
Thanks. Well, thank you. I think